Hello and welcome. I'm Jess Campmans Guided by Equus, and this is your Horse Wisdom Insights for the last moon and the last full moon of 2021, which is the Gemini Full Moon. And I find it interesting that my sun sign is Gemini. Not interesting, just that's kind of a note for myself that this full moon feels really, the word that keeps coming is magic, but maybe expansive is a better word. Expanding on how we see ourselves and what we've been doing to create even more capacity within the realm of how we shine, of our dreams and desires. And it's been a really interesting year, to say the least. And I'm sure probably many of you guys can agree with that. And just wanted to kind of share a little bit. The wind picked up last night. It's been bitterly cold here. And then all of a sudden the west wind, the Chinook winds came, and they are blowing like crazy. So I've kind of taken shelter in the shelter that Noche and Daisy and Sadie have come into, even though they're not actually in the shelter. They're just outside of it. So just kind of dropping into this space, and Dash is here and joining me. I guess an idea of the word portray kind of keeps coming back to be brought to light, I guess. And that idea of portraying, or a portrait, right? When we take a portrait of someone or a self-portrait, we're capturing who they are in that moment. And even how we portray ourselves within each moment changes because of what we're engaging with, or what we're bringing up and bringing through us, or how we see ourselves in relationship to the world around us. And this full moon feels like it's really illuminating our truth, because Gemini is that the archetype of the twins. So being able to see ourselves from a human perspective and a divine perspective, and kind of help ourselves build a bridge to, I want to almost use my fingers to like bring them together. But it is that bringing together of our human nature and the divine nature that is who we are both part of, how we move and bring forth that humanity into the world, and how we move and bring forth that divinity within the world, in order to kind of shape our world and also to help shape the world around us. And so just kind of breathing into that, if any of that resonates for you, and maybe also sheds a little bit of light on what you've been going through, not only the last year, but the last handful of years, but for sure to bring to our awareness, and also bring ourselves into, out of our mind, because I know if you can relate, there's a lot of mental energy that comes along with information, which is really very prevalent right now. And it's almost like there's an overload of it. And so we're having to maybe bring it back to what we know to be true for ourselves. And as we do that, we find a way to honor ourselves. Noche's soul wisdom is that of honoring. And I didn't even know if any of those horses were going to come and share this. But when we can find and sift through what we know to be true for ourselves, and explore those places that we feel like we're getting caught up in things or triggered, then we have a way to honor who we are. And when we access that ability to honor ourselves, even if it's not what somebody else sees as a need to be honored, but it's those unmet needs within us actually right now that are maybe being more illuminated than we would like them to be. And when we honor those unmet needs, even if we don't know what they are, but as we honor them, that's where the awareness comes in, and that's where we can bring them into our body and then bring them out into the world in a way that's more integrated. And so with this Gemini full moon, Noche's looking and chewing on that, tap into these places within you that you experience like a conflict, or a wanting to shift, or a wanting to have a desire met, even if you don't know what it is, but it's that feeling within you of either constriction or that place that really just feels like it needs to burst open and expand. Because those places within us and outside of us, well, it's like this culmination, this full circle relationship of that which is within us is also revealing the nature of it outside of us, so that we can actually find it within us. And within these next couple weeks, as we shift into the next year, bring those qualities of that which is both human within you and divine, if they're in conflict, to find a way to bridge them. And I'm taking a lot of deep breaths, but the best way I know to do this is, again, by bringing your hands to that place within your body, or even if you're bringing it to yourself energetically, and bringing your hands to your heart, because your heart knows the pathway and enables your ability to bridge your own connection to both spirit and matter, and find a way to bring them together. So much love from myself and Noche. I see Daisy's come up there behind, and Sadie's kind of slowly entering this space, or checking in anyways. So much love from myself and all of these horses here at Guided by Equus, and I wish each one of you so many blessings, and thank you for tuning in with us every couple weeks and finding yourself through the wisdom of the horse.